Over 70% of sales on Amazon happens on the first page. If your product is not shown on the first page, you could be missing out on a lot of sales. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can find high quality keywords for your listing with the 3 sources that I personally use for all of my listings. Before I show you this, if you are new to this channel, my name is Adnan and I've been selling on Amazon from the last 5 years, and I show tips and tricks I've learned over the years that cost me a lot of time and money. So if you want to save time and money, make sure to subscribe to this channel. So let's go to the screen and I'll show you how you can find the best high quality keywords for your listing. So 3 sources we're going to use to extract keywords for our listings. 2 of them are from Helium, which is one of the best softwares for Amazon, and 1 we're going to take directly from Amazon. So the first 2 we're going to get from Helium, and to get that we're going to go on Amazon and type the keyword of our product. So in this case, I'm taking an example of bamboo hairbrush. So I'm going to type that and then search and click on the X-ray extension and then go on the filters and then hide the sponsored result. We only want to see organic listings, and then sort this result by sales high to low, and then select the 10 products that are very similar to your product. So the top one we see is a hairbrush, but it's actually a plastic hairbrush. We're going to ignore this because our hairbrush is bamboo hairbrush. So we're going to select all the wooden or bamboo related brushes. If you put your cursor on the picture, it'll expand the picture, so it'll make it easier for you to see. So we can see these are all plastic. So anyone which we believe is wooden or bamboo, we're going to select all of them. You want to select 10 products from here. And then you're going to press Run Cerebro. And what Cerebro will do, will reverse engineer all these listings and show us all the keywords these listings are showing on. And now you'll see that we have around 2,332 keywords, but these are too many keywords to fit in our listing. So we only want to find good quality, highly converting keywords. We're going to put a search volume of minimum 100 searches. And then we're going to put at least 2 word count. And then we want to look at keywords that at least 2 of the competitors are shown on page 1. So we want to look at 2 competitors, and then we only want to see the keywords on their first pages. So we're going to put rank from 1 to 40 and then apply. And now you can see it's gone down to 47 keywords. So if your product has too many keywords, you can play around with these filters. So you can either increase the search volume, or you can increase the number of competitors, or you can shorten the number of ranks. So you can do 1 to 20, or you can do 1 to 30, depend on how many. So you want to look at around 60 to 70 keywords, no more than that. Otherwise, it becomes impossible to fit all these keywords in your listing. So we only want to look at keywords that are high quality, highly converting keywords. And then you want to sort this list by search volume, high to low. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go through one by one these keywords and then find 2 types of keywords. So we're going to make 2 listings. One is going to be highly relevant keywords, and one going to be a list of relevant keywords. And I'll tell you why we are doing that later on in the video. So let's say hairbrush. Obviously, we know that's a highly relevant keyword for our product. So we're going to select that, and you want to add it to my list, and then you want to create a folder and name that folder. So we're going to name it hairbrush and then HR. That means highly relevant. And you want to add that keyword to that highly relevant list. If you're not sure if this is a highly relevant or relevant keyword, just click on this button here and open the Amazon page with this keyword in the search bar, and then go through the search result. And if you see 60 to 70% of the page with your product, I would call that keyword as a highly relevant keyword. And if you only see around 30 to 40% of the results with your product, that's a relevant keyword. But if you only see 1 or 2 results, I would reject that keyword because that could be an irrelevant keyword. So let's say if this was a relevant keyword, you would click on this and then you go back on add to my list and create a new folder. We're going to call this hairbrush R, which means relevant. And then you can add this keyword to your relevant list. Go through all the keywords and then add the products that you believe are highly relevant to your product, and then other keywords that you believe are relevant to your product. So add them to the list. And then if you find any keywords that's irrelevant, so for example, hairbrush set. So if you are not selling a set, I would just delete that keyword. So just click on delete and it will delete that keyword. If you accidentally delete a keyword, you can retrieve that keyword from this list here. This is the first source we're going to get the keywords from. The second source we're going to get keywords from, it's another tool in Helium, which is called Magnet. So you go back on the products and then go open the magnet. And in the magnet, you want to type your keyword again. So bamboo hairbrush and search. And you'll see that you've got 926 keywords. So that's too many keywords. So now to find good quality keywords, we're going to filter this list down. So put the search volume on 100, word count of minimum 2, and then apply filters. And now you see it's gone down to 135. So magnet, you will usually find a lot broad keywords. So there will be a lot of irrelevant keywords here. And if you go down, you'll see this list will only show you about 50 keywords. There's about 3 pages. So you can expand it to maximum 150, and then you'll have the whole list in the one page. So go through the whole list and then find relevant and highly relevant keyword from this list. It's only going to take you like 15 to 20 minutes. It's not going to take you that long. And then add that to the list we create. So let's say you've got a keyword small hairbrush. If you believe that's a relevant or a highly relevant keyword, just click on it, add to my list, and add it to the list you believe that suits the best. And then the third source we're going to get keywords is directly from Amazon. So to do that, we can go on Amazon Seller Central, go on the menu, and then go on the growth tab, and you'll see it says Product Opportunity Explorer. Open that, and here you're gonna type your keyword again. So bamboo hair brush, and press search, and then select your keyword again. And then here you'll see says search terms. Go and search terms. Amazon would only show you 10 to 12 keywords. So in this case, we only have 8 keywords. So most of the keywords here will be picked by Helium. If they're not picked by Helium, then we're going to do that manually, because these are the keywords Amazon believe are bringing most of the sales for this product. So let's say bamboo hairbrush. So we're going to copy it, and you go back on your Cerebro. So if you go Control F, so you can see that this keyword was already picked up by Cerebro. So if you go down all the lists, I found this keyword which wasn't picked by Helium. So when I searched this keyword, you could see that I can't see this keyword here. And if I go back on Magnet, you can see that this keyword is not in that list. We would have missed that keyword if you only relied on Helium. So that's why you need a mix of Helium and Amazon. So to add this keyword manually, what you can do is you can go on products and then go on my list keywords. Obviously, this is a highly relevant keyword for our product. So we're going to go in highly relevant list. And then we're going to add keyword manually. And then you're just going to add that keyword and then press save. And then you'll see that Helium has added that keyword. So I think the reason Helium missed that keyword, because you can see the search volume is 94 and we put our filter of 100. That's why we missed that keyword. Even that's a important keyword for our product. But if you look at the search graph, you can see that this product has a good search volume throughout the year, over 100. But the time we are doing keyword research, the search volume has gone down to 94. That's why we've missed that keyword. So this is really important for you to do your keyword research every few months. And then that's why it's really important to also use the Amazon site, so then we don't miss out on any good keywords. I just realized I forgot to mention the part that why do I use 2 separate lists of highly relevant and relevant keywords. The reason for that is priority. So you want to give priority to highly relevant keyword first, and then move on to relevant keywords. Especially in the launch phase, you want to make sure you give Amazon all the right signals. So use all the highly relevant keywords in your listing first, and when you run out of space, this is when you want to move into your relevant keyword list. So you do not send any mixed signal to Amazon. So that's the main reason to create 2 separate lists of highly relevant and relevant keywords. Let's go back to the video and finish the video. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you are interested in Helium, I've got a link in my description. If you join Helium with my link, I will give you a free 30-minute one-to-one call with me where you can ask me any question you like. You can ask me regarding PPC or product research, or if you have any other question regarding Amazon, you can ask me on that call. So I would also suggest you to go and watch my video here where I show you how you can find products in 2026 to sell on Amazon. So go and watch that video and I'll see you next time. Thank you very much.